Welcome back to the Cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now the price of Ethereum is playing out this pattern just here, and also we are getting very close to a huge breakout coming soon. If Ethereum can just get above this level right here, which is what we're running into right now, then get ready for what's about to happen next. And in just a moment, I'll be covering all of that and more in this video. So make sure you're watching all the way to the end so that you're not missing out on any of this important information. And just before we jump into it, you might as well leave a like on the video down below, and if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates like this every single day. And as always, I really do appreciate all of your support on the channel at the moment. I can't thank you guys enough. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the 4-hour time frame, and straight away we'll get into the first pattern. That is this ascending triangle pattern that was previously forming on the chart, and we've already seen the breakout to the upside. The subscribers on this channel would already know about that, and the technical price target is coming in at around 4,000 US dollars. Currently, we have found a little bit of short-term resistance at around 3.8k, and that's because zooming out to the daily time frame and bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool from the all-time high down to this swing low at around 1700, and changing the fibs from the logarithmic settings to the linear settings, what we can see right now is the 78.6% Fibonacci level is coming in at pretty much exactly 3,800. In fact, just above 3.8k, and that's exactly where we're running into right now. And I'll let you guys know about that yesterday on the channel, saying that I was expecting maybe a small amount of resistance along that level, but honestly, I'm not expecting too much more resistance there. Technically speaking, it still remains a possibility that we could get a rejection, but considering the trends that we are in right now for crypto, especially with Bitcoin breaking above 60,000 US dollars, for as long as Bitcoin is looking that strong, honestly, it's pretty likely that Ethereum is going to soon start heading up towards 4,000. If we do end up getting a little bit more of a rejection here, then basically I'll be looking for a retest of this previous resistance level flipped into new support, and right now that's coming in at around 3,650. And by the way, that exact level just there, checking out this chart, that is the neckline for this inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is a bullish pattern. This is another Ethereum pattern that I've been talking about for around a week now, so the subscribers would already know about it. But yeah, it's clearly already been completed, and we've already seen the breakout to the upside. And getting straight into the technical price target, that's coming in at around 4,670, pretty close to 4,700 US dollars. And from the current price of Ethereum to that price target, that's around a 23% gain. So there's some huge opportunities showing themselves in the market right now. And so far, if you simply just put in a long position the moment we broke that level, obviously you would already be in profits right now. But before Ethereum can make it up towards that price target just there, we have two other points of resistance. Once again, that $4,000 level of resistance, which we previously ran into back here. And also that's that price target out of this ascending triangle pattern. And then anything above 4K, I'll be looking towards the all-time high itself, which is coming in at around 4.4k as probably the final level of potential resistance before we can start looking at this price target at around 4.7k approximately. And speaking about bullish patterns on the Ethereum chart, here is another bullish pattern, the third bullish pattern that I have for you today. But this one, on the other hand, has not broken out just yet, so we are still early on this pattern, and it is a lot larger than the other two patterns I've showed you. If you're zooming out to the daily time frame, this is that massive cup and handle pattern that we've been looking at for a while now on the channel. And the neckline that we need to break above to confirm this pattern is coming in at around 3.9k, but I've been saying that I'll really like to see a break above that previous high coming in at around 4,000 to help confirm this pattern even more. And obviously we'll need to see some volume coming in to back up that potential breakout. But yeah, for the complete beginners out there, a cup and handle pattern is a bullish pattern, giving us another bullish price target to pay attention to. And that price target, by the way, is all the way up here at around 6,200 US dollars per Ethereum, which from the current price to that price target, you're talking about a 64% gain. So even just on a 10x leverage, that's a 640% gain. Definitely huge opportunities here. Obviously, I don't recommend leverage trading for the complete beginners out there. Leverage trading should only be left for those of you that have a little bit more experience in these markets. But for anyone interested in getting involved with trading, I do actually have a trading tutorial video showing exactly how I place trades in the market. And that video will be the second link in the description down below. And the first link will take you to the platform that I use to trade. But just remember that there are risks involved when it comes with leverage trading. And what's really interesting about this price target towards 6.2k, when we're bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool from the all-time high down to that swing low at 1700 again, using the linear Fibonacci settings, what we have here is the golden ratio, the 1618 Fibonacci level coming in at around 6.1k, which is just under that technical price price target here. So we actually have a bit of confluence coming in at that area around 6.1 to 6.2 thousand, and that's exactly what we'd like to see. So just to quickly recap, we're currently running into some imminent resistance at around 3.8k, but really I don't expect too much resistance there. So if we can push up towards 4,000, that's really one of the last major hurdles for Ethereum, around 4,000, before we start pushing towards the all-time high at around 4.4k. If we can get above that level, we're looking towards 4.7k. If we can get above there, then honestly, we're looking a lot higher, around 5,000, 6,000. And yeah, once again, this price target is looking at around 6.1 to 6.2 thousand. And just hiding my face cam so you can see this indicator right here. This is the VPVR indicator, which is the volume profile for the visible range. And what this indicator is showing is the fact that we've got a huge amount of traded volume below the current price of Ethereum, which is acting as support for Ethereum. So even in some sort of worst case scenario where we see some major rejection from these resistance levels, we do have a lot of support for Ethereum to the downside. And this massive cluster of volume down here was exactly what helped support the Ethereum price back here during the end of September. But even before we get down to those sort of price targets, we've got another volume cluster here starting at around 3.5, nearly 3.6 thousand US dollars, and that's going down towards around 3,000. So once again, a lot of support here for Ethereum. Now quickly checking out the Ethereum to Bitcoin valuation. This gives us a little bit of a different story, but this is still important for Ethereum holders to pay attention to, because for the beginners out there, this is exactly how you can know if Ethereum is underperforming or outperforming against Bitcoin. And really, ever since the beginning of September, Ethereum has been underperforming against Bitcoin, because first of all, in September, that was a bearish month for pretty much all of crypto, and usually during the bearish times, Ethereum dumps harder than Bitcoin. But then generally speaking, in the more bullish times, that's when we see Ethereum start outperforming Bitcoin. But even in the bullish times, there's still some short time periods where Bitcoin makes a major move, and anytime Bitcoin is making a major move in the market, a lot of the altcoins kind of sit to the side while Bitcoin is making that move. And then once Bitcoin starts losing a little bit of momentum and enters a bit of a consolidation phase, that sort of thing, that's when Ethereum and a lot of other altcoins start to move, especially for the Ethereum to Bitcoin valuation. And right now, Ethereum is still holding above this upwards trending line of support, which is great to see. Right now, that's coming in at around 0.062 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And zooming into the 4-hour time frame, clearly we have played out this bullish divergence very nicely. And in fact, the RSI on the 4-hour time frame is perhaps beginning a bit of an uptrend here, because we've definitely seen a nice surge to the upside here over the past 3 days approximately. And this push to the upside over the past couple of days has actually led into 2 new bullish patterns forming on the chart right now. It's important to mention that these patterns haven't really been confirmed, but with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. So first of all, if we can start pushing to the upside pretty soon again, that's bringing out an inverse head and shoulders pattern that's currently forming on the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart on the 4-hour time frame, which is a bullish pattern. But once again, we need to see that right shoulder actually form and a break above the neckline in order to confirm this pattern. And right now, the neckline is coming in at around 0.0665 Bitcoin per Ethereum. And if we can see that play out, that sets up a price target towards 0.073 Bitcoin per Ethereum, which is a potential gain of around 10%. So Ethereum would be outperforming Bitcoin by 10% if that plays out. And on top of that potential inverse head and shoulders pattern that is possibly forming here on the chart, we've also got this descending broadening wedge. And by the way, a descending broadening wedge is a bullish reversal pattern. Around 8 out of 10 times, this pattern breaks bullish, and around 75% of the time, that bullish breakout is a reversal of the trend, a reversal into a new uptrend. So it's important to mention that it's not a guaranteed reversal. Nothing in this market is guaranteed. It's just simply more likely to break out to the bullish side. But as I said earlier, these patterns haven't really confirmed just yet. The inverse head and shoulders pattern has definitely not been confirmed. We haven't even seen the right shoulder. But the descending broadening wedge, some could argue that this is already formed and we're just waiting on the breakout, because we've seen 2 touch points along each line so far. But what I normally like to see is 3 touch points along any given line to actually confirm that it is a significant line. So possibly 1 more touch point along one of these lines would be really good to see. But yeah, to be honest, I don't expect Ethereum versus Bitcoin to be doing too much, especially while Bitcoin is making its move. It's only after Bitcoin finishes a bullish move and starts cooling off a little bit, that's when we can see Ethereum and some of the other altcoins start running to the upside again for the Ethereum to Bitcoin valuation. Now, I get a few comments on these videos that are kind of confused between Ethereum versus Bitcoin and Ethereum versus the US dollar. As an example, let's just say sometimes I might be talking about a bearish pattern in Ethereum versus Bitcoin, but Ethereum versus the US dollar is bullish. And so I get some comments saying that I'm just predicting predicting both ways and I'm not really doing anything, but it's actually important to know the difference between Ethereum versus the US dollar and Ethereum versus Bitcoin, because even though it's still Ethereum that we're looking at, they're very different charts. For example, Ethereum versus the US dollar is clearly starting a strong uptrend here, at least on the 4-hour time frame. We're yet to break the $4,000 high, but on the 4-hour time frame, we're looking really good. Meanwhile, Ethereum versus Bitcoin, technically speaking, we are still in a downtrend. We're forming some of these bullish patterns, but we haven't really confirmed a new uptrend yet for Ethereum versus Bitcoin. But anyway, with that little explanation out of the way, that's just about everything I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you got something valuable out of the video. And if you did, be sure to leave a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so that you're not missing out on any of these future updates. And also make sure you're sharing these videos around with your friends and family, considering the huge opportunity that we are seeing, especially in Ethereum right now. So yeah, make sure you're doing that. And just before you click off this video, check out one of these uploads if you haven't already. I've got a trading tutorial video, that's the one I was talking about earlier, and a video showing exactly how I earn passive income every single day in crypto with no work required. But anyway, that's really everything I have to say for this video. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.